Good morning, everyone. Now, the next part of the lesson P block element is some important compound of carbon and silicon. So, under this heading, the first heading is carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide. So, the here in case of the carbon monoxide, the formula is CO. So it means that only one oxygen is present with the carbon atom, or the oxygen atom means only one oxygen atom is combined with the carbon atom. We get carbon monoxide with the formula CO, that is capital C and capital O. And in the small quantities, it is found in the volcanic gases. It is found in the volcanic gases and exhaust gases gases. Now come to the next topic, that is structure of carbon monoxide. So the molecule have one sigma and two pi bond in between the carbon and the oxygen atom. So its structure is C triple bond O, and these are the pair of electron. Because of the presence of the lone pair of electron, on the carbon atom, these are the lone pair of electron. Carbon monoxide, that is CO, carbon monoxide, it act as a electron donor. It means it act as a Lewis base. Electron donor means it act as a Lewis base. So and it react with certain metal at high temperature. It react with carbon monoxide, react with certain metal at high temperature to form metal carbonyls. They form metal carbonyls, that is metal carbonyls with the formula MCO, that is X. That is the formula. Now this X is any number, it is 2, 3, 4, 5. For example, when the nickel metal combined with 4 molecule of carbon monoxide, it form Ni within bracket CO whole 4, and its name is nickel tetracarbonyl. This one is the nickel tetracarbonyl. So same as that, when the iron combined with 5 molecule of that is carbon monoxide, we get FeCO whole 5, that is iron penta, because 5 stand for penta, iron pentacarbonate, that is iron pentacarbonate. So it means that when the carbon monoxide combined with the metal, they form metal carbonyls. Now the next one is the methods of preparation. Now this heading is method of preparation of carbon monoxide. So there are various methods for the preparation of the carbon monoxide. So let us discuss one by one. The first method, this is termed as a general method. And in this method, when the carbon when the carbon is burned in limited supply of oxygen. When the carbon is burned with limited supply of oxygen or air, so it forms carbon monoxide. So that is carbon, it burn with oxygen, so we get 2CO, that is carbon monoxide. So this is the general method for the preparation of the carbon monoxide. Now the second method, and this is known as small scale production. This method is called small scale production. So on a small scale or we can say in laboratory method, this is a laboratory method. So on small scale it is obtained, means carbon monoxide is obtained by dehydrating formic acid. Now we all know very well the formula for the formic acid is HCOOH. This is formic acid. It is also known as methanoic acid. So by dehydrating the formic acid, this is formic acid. By dehydrating the formic acid at the temperature of 373 Kelvin. This is the temperature in presence of concentrated sulfuric acid, that is concentrated H2SO4. So the dehydration of the formic acid take place and we get water, that is H2O, and now only what is left, that is CO. So this is the another method for the preparation of the carbon monoxide. Now the third important method is, that method is a commercial method. That is commercial method. That method is commercial method. So on commercial scale, it is obtained by passing a steam over a red hot coke. Coke, here the coke stands for the carbon. So in this reaction, a mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen is obtained. So let us see the reaction. When the coke is passes over the steam, we get CO plus H2. Now here the temperature is 473 to 1273 Kelvin. When the coke is passed, steam is passed over the red hot coke, we get a mixture of carbon monoxide and the hydrogen. Now this mixture is known as the water gas. This CO plus H2, this mixture is known as the water gas, and it is also known as syngas, and it is also known as synthesis gas. So the mixture of CO and H2 is known as the water gas. It is also known as the syngas or the synthesis gas. Now this reaction, if the air is passed instead of the oxygen, if the air is passed instead of the oxygen, a mixture of carbon monoxide and N2 is produced, which is known as the producer gas. That mixture CO, the mixture of the CO and N2 is known as the producer gas. Now for that the reaction is, that is O2 plus N2, that is oxygen is passed or the air is passed, so at the temperature of 1273, so we get a mixture of carbon monoxide and the N2, and that mixture is known as the producer gas. So carbon monoxide means here 2CO, now this one is balanced, plus 4, that is 4 and 2, this one is the 4 and 2, and this mixture is known as the producer gas. So the main difference between the water gas and the producer gas is that in case of the water gas, the CO, carbon monoxide, is combined with the hydrogen, and in case of the producer gas, the carbon monoxide is present with the nitrogen. So this is the main difference. So the water gas, this gas, that is CO plus H2, this is the water gas, and the producer gas is CO plus N2. So the water gas and the producer gas are industrially important fuel. They both are used as a fuel. This one is used as a fuel and this one is also used as a fuel. So they both are used as a fuel, and on heating these gases, the carbon monoxide present in them, this carbon monoxide, the carbon monoxide present in them gets oxidized to the carbon dioxide with the liberation of heat. And how it is oxidized? When this gas is heating, when the heating of these gases takes place. So we all know very well that heating or the burning process always takes place in presence of the oxygen or in presence of the air. So when this carbon monoxide come in contact with the oxygen which is present in the air, which is required for the heating purpose or for the burning purpose, so they both combine and we get, it is oxidized. Now this carbon monoxide is oxidized to the carbon dioxide with the liberation of heat. So now let's look at the reaction. That is, this one is the carbon monoxide when it is heated with the oxygen. Carbon monoxide when heated with the oxygen. Now this symbol, this is the sign for the heating or the burning. So we get 2CO2. Now O2 plus 2, that is 4. Oxygen are 4 and 2 carbon atom are there. So we get 2CO2 plus heat. Now this here, the carbon monoxide is oxidized to the carbon dioxide. So these are the important method for the preparation of the carbon monoxide. Now come to the next topic, that is physical properties. Now this one is the next heading, that is the physical properties. So if we are talking about the physical property of the carbon monoxide, so definitely it is a colorless and odorless. It is a colorless and odorless. Odor means smell. Odor word is used for the smell. So it is a colorless and the odorless gas. It is a gas. It is present as a in the form of a gas. So it is a colorless and the odorless gas, and it is slightly soluble. It is slightly soluble in water. It is slightly soluble in water, and its density is nearly equal to the density of the air. The density of the carbon monoxide is nearly equal to the density of the air. So density is nearly same. The density of the air and the density of the carbon monoxide is nearly same. Now next heading is chemical properties. Now this is the important heading, chemical properties. So chemical property, the first chemical property is this is highly combustible. The carbon monoxide is highly combustible gas. This is the one of the important chemical property. Now the other chemical property is it is a very good reductant. It is a very good reductant. Now reductant means reducing agent. Reductant, the meaning of the reductant is reducing agent, means reduces almost all the metal oxide with the exception of oxide of the alkali and the alkaline earth metal and aluminium and the few transition element. So it reduces, it has a reducing property, and because of this property, a good reductant property or the reducing property, it is widely used in the extraction of the several metal to reduce metal oxide into crude metal. Now it is actually this topic is also useful for your class 12th. Now the carbon monoxide reduce the metal oxide, it reduce the metal oxide into the crude metal. So we, that for example, metal oxide of zinc, metal oxide of zinc, when it is treated with the carbon monoxide, so we get Zn plus CO2, Zn plus CO2. So here the metal oxide, that is zinc oxide, is a metal oxide. So metal oxide is easily converted into the pure metal or the crude metal. So this is the important chemical property of the carbon monoxide. Now the another property, now the another important property of the carbon monoxide is it is highly poisonous. It is highly poisonous in nature. The nature is highly poisonous. We all are aware of this, that carbon monoxide is deadly poisonous, and one part in the 100 part of the air causes death in few minutes. So the poisonous nature of the carbon monoxide, it is poisonous, but the poisonous nature of the carbon monoxide is due to the fact that it it combines with hemoglobin. It combines with hemoglobin. It combines with hemoglobin, and we all know very well hemoglobin is a red color pigment which is present inside our body, and it is used to carry the oxygen from one part to the another part. So the carbon, we said that the carbon monoxide is poisonous. So why it is poisonous? Because it combined with the hemoglobin, which is a red color pigment present in our body, to form carboxy hemoglobin. Carboxy hemoglobin complex. Carbon monoxide combined with the hemoglobin which is present inside our body, and it form a carboxy hemoglobin complex, which is about 300 times more stable than the oxygen hemoglobin complex, and is not capable to absorb the oxygen. This one is not capable, it is not capable to absorb the oxygen, and as a result of this the suffocation takes place and it may leads to the death. So this is the another chemical property, it is that property is the poisonous nature. Now the next chemical property is it gives phosgene. It gives phosgene when react with chlorine. It gives phosgene when react with chlorine in sunlight. That is carbon monoxide when combined with chlorine in presence of sunlight, we get COCl2. COCl2, and this COCl2 is known as the phosgene, and it is also poisonous in nature. Phosgene is also poisonous in nature. So these are the important chemical property of the carbon monoxide. Now the next heading is carbon dioxide. The formula of the carbon dioxide is CO2, and in our atmosphere only I think about 0.03% to 0.05% carbon dioxide is present, and it comes in the atmosphere. From where it comes? It comes in the atmosphere from the animal breathing or the decay of the vegetable matter and the burning of the carbon and the other matter, carbon matter, we get the carbon dioxide in our atmosphere. And the green plant, however, the green plant by the process of photosynthesis removes it from the atmosphere. The plant plays a very important role to remove the carbon dioxide from the atmosphere by the process of the photosynthesis. And photosynthesis is the process in which the green plant prepare their own food. We all know very well, green plant prepare their own food in presence of the chlorophyll and the sunlight. Now the process of photosynthesis is 6 CO2 plus 6, sorry, that is 12 H2O. It gives C6H12O6 plus 6O2 plus 6H2O. So this is the process of photosynthesis. And unlike the carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide is non-poisonous. We know that carbon monoxide is poisonous, but the carbon dioxide is not poisonous. But if the concentration of the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere increases by any method or by combustion of the fossil fuel or anything, the greenhouse effect increases, which raise the temperature of the atmosphere. And when the temperature of the atmosphere is raised, it means it causes the global warming. It causes the global warming. Now the next heading is the structure of the carbon dioxide. In carbon dioxide molecule, the central carbon atom is sp hybridized. And if we are talking about the structure, so it gives a linear structure. Linear means that is CO, linear shape. It gives a linear shape to the molecule in which the two C single bond O or CO bond length are equal. Now the structure is, that is C, this is triple bond O, here single bond O. It shows the resonance. It shows the resonance. This is the resonating structure, or the structure is O. Here triple bond C, single bond O. So carbon dioxide shows the resonating structure because it is not clear whether the triple bond is present here or the triple bond is present here. So the main hybrid or the canonical main hybrid structure is this one, means both the oxygen atom are combined with the carbon atom with the help of the double bond. That's why it shows the resonance. Resonance topic we have already studied earlier. Now next is the methods of preparation, means the methods of preparation of the carbon dioxide. So there is one general formula to prepare the carbon dioxide, that is when the carbon or the carbon containing fuel are heated in excess of air, we get the carbon dioxide, that is C plus O2. This is the simplest method, that is CO2. That is, this method is the simplest method. Carbon combined with oxygen, we get carbon dioxide. So this is the one of the important method. And another method is CH4. This is the alkane, or it is the methane. Plus oxidation takes place, we get CO2 plus 2 H2O. So this is the second method for the preparation of the carbon dioxide. Now there is one more method, that is called lab method or laboratory method. So in case of the laboratory method, it is obtained by the treating calcium carbonate. The formula for the calcium carbonate is CaCO3, calcium carbonate with dilute hydrochloric acid. That is, so by this formula we get calcium chloride, that is CaCl2 is the calcium chloride plus CO2 plus H2O. So this one is the another method. Now one more method is there. These are the different